little forward. There we go.
I guess we got one more person coming.
Because of the traffic.
I'm ready when you guys are. So, good afternoon, everybody. I am Commander Carolita Johnson. It's spelled Caroleta Johnsson, and I'm the commander of South Central Division. Just to kind of give you an overview of what occurred earlier today, right around 12:36 p.m. to the 11th and Shepherd, where they had an auto theft that had occurred. The suspect that is involved here had stolen a vehicle at the Kroger's gas station. He pretended as though he was trying to assist the victim. Auto theft charges and felony evading charges, and we do believe that the suspect right now is in crisis. And I have here with me Executive Assistant Chief Rodney West with HFD, and I'll kind of give it to him for further comments.
You guys have the details or the timeline of the theft of the ambulance. At the station, no one was injured or assaulted or anything like that. Everything that is on the ambulance, all of the equipment was still in place. The ambulance will be towed back to our logistics facility and evaluated before being put back in service.
Can you talk about any issues with GPS and locating it, given that it's a reserve ambulance?
It's a reserve ambulance. We had some challenges with the automatic vehicle location on it, and we were not able to consistently pinpoint where it may be. But thank goodness for our partnership with HPD and their ability with the helicopter to locate the ambulance.
Was that because it's a reserve or because it wasn't on an active call?
One at a time.
Could be that and a few things that add to our AVL system.
This is not the first time Houston Fire Department EMS truck has been stolen. Can you talk to us a little bit about the security protocols you all have? It was mentioned that the keys were in the truck.
Yeah, the truck was in the station, and it's normal protocol for the keys to remain in the truck in the station bank.
Can you talk to us about that? This isn't the first time.
As far as
An EMS unit.
it's not the first time. The truck being in the bay and the keys in it are not anything outside of our protocol.
So you say the keys are in the truck, is that in the ignition?
Yes.
And that's protocol to leave the keys
In the station? Yes, we can leave them in the station.
No, but in the ignition.
In the station, yes.
Was it in the ignition or the station?
The ambulance was in the station.
Okay, but was it the keys were in the ignition or at the station? Because they could be at a desk.
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure if the keys were actually stuck in the ignition, sitting under the visor, or those things. But for the keys to be accessible in the station is not unusual.
For some clarity, you say they tried to track it for about an hour. Is there any tracking devices within those units or no?
We have automatic vehicle location on the units. It's through the dispatch system. Sometimes it's inconsistently working. And in this case, with the reserve unit, it wasn't working.
Due to the fact that he was in crisis, or he's still in crisis right now, the suspect that is, are you concerned that this type of incidents, in particular, was going to go the wrong way because this individual was obviously in crisis?
Yes, it's always a concern, and there's a concern for the public whenever someone is in crisis and they can take any vehicle, whether it's ours or, as he allegedly took one from a gas station. Those are always concerns, and those are always possibilities.
Can you tell us about the pursuit, the number of units you engaged to end this, and how you ended it?
The information that I received was that we had information that he was in the area of the West Loop, 610 near Westheimer, and our helicopter did a thorough search, located him, and then called out the information to the ground units until they could catch up to the ambulance. And they finally were able to catch up to the ambulance in the Greenbrier 610 area. But usually when we conduct a stop, we have to wait till we have sufficient manpower.
All right, we've been listening to local law
our
enforcement
lieutenant
recap
made
what
sure that
happened
she
this
had
afternoon when an ambulance was stolen from Fire Station 17 and a 1-hour pursuit of this ambulance, as you can see behind the policewoman right here. That ambulance is about to be towed away. The suspect facing numerous charges. They describe him as being in crisis. No injuries here, but we're going to have a full wrap-up of this coming up on the 411 in just a few minutes. Stay with us.
If you or a loved one lived, served, or worked at Camp Lejeune, call the Victims Justice Group now. You may be entitled to significant compensation. The U.S. Senate recently passed a bill that will allow servicemen and women, their family members, and civilians.
There's no evidence that anything was taken. There's no evidence that he had any other motive other than to steal an ambulance.
Did he have ID on him, or was he able to tell you who he is?
So his identification was found in the stolen vehicle that was stolen earlier. So we were able to use that ID and match it up to who he is. So yes, we have identified who he is.
Do you know where he was coming from, or he was coming from before he did all of this?
Prior to the first, no, I have no information about what his whereabouts or.
Can you give us a description? Age? Hispanic?
He appears to be a Hispanic male, late 20s.
He stole another vehicle early on by acting like it was helping him drive. Can you kind of clarify what that?
At the Kroger's I want to say it's at the corner or near the corner of 11th and Shepherd. He was pretending to assist a lady. He had told her that her cap was still open, so he pretended to go and close the cap, and then he was able to get inside of her vehicle and take her vehicle from her. But there were no injuries. To my knowledge, it was just a theft, not a robbery. Nothing in addition to that situation occurred. Just a simple auto theft.
Did he leave a vehicle there?
And he left his personal vehicle at 11th and Shepherd. Yes.
So the Kroger that you're talking about was close to 11th or 11th and Shepherd?
Near 11th, either at 11th and Shepherd or near 11th and Shepherd.
And then 2800 navigation number 17 station is the one that he took the ambulance.
Yes.
Did you get any reports that he was driving the ambulance erratically or anything, or was he?
We got different reports. One report that we got was that he entered one of the I would say bike trails near 59 and I-10. Some homeless individuals flagged down the officers and told them that they saw him drive down the bike trails, but we don't know. We weren't able to verify that, and if he did, we don't know where he got off the trail, because there's so many different places that you could actually get off the trail.
You know what speed he was going?
And the speed, I don't have the speed information.
Can you confirm if he used firefighter communication like the radios? Did he do anything of that nature?
We believe we heard his voice on the radio saying unintelligible things. but we don't know exactly, what he was trying to accomplish.
We also have that audio when he was talking about someone, FBI, trying to kill him and everything. So any of that is totally just made up.
No, that's actually true, but we just don't know why he was saying that. He did say things about somebody's trying to kill him, but that's why we believe he's in crisis.
You're saying it's true that he said that? No?
Yes, he did say that.
Was he able to turn on the lights and sirens?
I do not have that information. I do not believe he was riding with lights and sirens. But
From witnesses saying other parts saying they tried to avoid the EMS unit because the lights and sirens were on.
I'm not able to confirm that at this time.
What makes ambulance a reserve in that category?
So we have frontline units, those that are assigned to the stations, but we have to have reserves in case of accidents, breakdowns. And so this is one of the ambulances that was a reserve used if an ambulance is either in the shop for preventive maintenance or there for some other repairs.
I mean, it's an older unit. That's
They're usually an older unit, one that's not a newer unit, thus is reserved.
So just in case something major happens, you will get to use this?
Yes.
It's not like an everyday thing?
No, we have to use them quite a bit. With a large fleet like ours, usually there's preventive maintenance. Sometimes they do have breakdowns. So we have to have a good number of reserve units to ensure that we keep units on the street for service.
Did one of your firefighters or EMTs try to follow the ambulance after it left the station?
I understand the ambulance supervisor at the station did try to follow, but lost them at navigation where it splits off. I'm not sure which direction, but in the split they lost the ambulance.
Any more questions?
All right.
Hola, ¿me escuchan? Hola, ¿me escuchan? Hola, ¿me escuchan? Hola, sí, aquí estoy. Sí, llamé al 8, aquí estoy. Hola, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. ¿Me vas a usar algún NAC? ¿O qué onda? Porque me dijo que tenía en la